Mia Thornton, a PhD student at Howard University's School of Social Work, where my research interest is mass incarceration and its long-term impacts on African American men, women, and children. I'm particularly interested in this research area because of the desperate impacts of our criminal justice system and the unfortunate overrepresentation of African American men, women, and children in local jails and state prisons. When I consider the impacts of the criminal justice system, I recognize, and many of you do as well, that incarceration impacts an entire family system. It represents the loss of human capital. And for many families, it increases risk exponentially for those who are under the incarcerated individual's care. So when I think about having impact in the world, I've focused specifically on lessening the negative outcomes of incarceration and ameliorating outcomes for the loved ones of the incarcerated individual. I was specifically interested in LabXchange largely because of its focus on racism as a public health crisis. When thinking about racism today and its long-term impacts, one cannot have a conversation without mentioning incarceration. In fact, African American men have for far too long been overrepresented in jails and prisons across this country. And African American women represent the fastest growing prison population in our nation, contributing to an unfortunate number of African American children in foster care systems and displaced from their families. So I want to be a part of dialogues and initiatives that focus specifically on interpersonal relationships, but also how we contribute to system level change that creates more equity and justice for vulnerable communities. With that said, I'm extremely excited about contributing to LabXchange and the effort that it is taking to make sure that individuals have access to culturally competent information. Although focused on science, any conversation focused on undoing racism is an effort toward improving our ecosystem and how we relate to one another.